I'm getting ready to make some electric tomato sauce, and that is going to be for some electric pizza that I'm making for the home warming. I almost said homecoming. Home warming.
So we're going to pass to the cabinet to collect any items you would like to discard.
Got myself inside all this tension. A feeling I never was expecting. I don't see the pros, don't know the cons, forget the whys. Do you know why? Triggered inside this situation. Wonder if we maybe.
So in this bag I have 18 tomatoes, plum tomatoes. I'm just gonna go ahead and rinse. And I have my oven preheated to 400 degrees. And I love this tomato sauce recipe because it's very simple. Alright. So I like to cut the butts off. And I got some nice plump tomatoes because I'm really hoping to make a lot of sauce. And then I put them face down because it makes it way easier to cut in half. So I just cut. Yeah, some of these tomatoes that I'm putting in right now, they're still kind of young. You can tell because they're not as red, some of them. And when you cut into it, it might have a bit more of like a resistance, but it's fine. Got all of our tomatoes. So it's red onion, half a red onion. The recipe only calls for half of a yellow onion, but I like onions, so I'm gonna put a whole onion. And I feel like that's a lot of tomatoes, so why not? And finally, I'm just gonna put half of bell pepper. I don't like the seeds personally, so I'll be trying to get them out. So the recipe calls for 1/8 cup of grapeseed oil. If you're like me and you don't have a 1/8 cup in your measuring tools, 2 tablespoons is the equivalent. This is a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of basil. I use sea salt and then the basil, and then you just want to try as hard as you can to coat all the veggies. And so I don't really wash my hand after this step. I kind of just rinse off the basil and I kind of rub the grapeseed oil into my hands because grapeseed oil is wonderful for your skin and it's healthy for your nails. So now, got my parchment paper. Not too sure if I'm gonna use this last one, but gonna take all my beautiful little tomatoes and put them skin side up on the tray. So once again, my oven is at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. tomatoes in here. They're gonna stay in the oven for 30 minutes. I'm gonna flip them at the 15-minute mark. All right, so my timer went off. Yeah, we don't use the microwave, so storage. Cooking in there. Beautiful. Some of the skin is already starting to peel off. They look beautiful. Huh?
Is that good?
Yeah. So I get me some tongs and I go ahead and I flip. You're gonna love it. It smells so good. Oh, see, the skin is already coming off on this one. Wait, look at that. If you want to skin it, it's gonna be real easy. The onion is already caramelizing, juicy over here, juicy. Oh man, see that? Look at that. The skin just come right off. Now that all of our tomatoes and veggies are flipped, I'm gonna go ahead and pop these right back into the oven so they can finish cooking for another 15 minutes. Yeah, so if your oven is anything like ours, it might be steaming right now. So this is normal. There's an air vent inside your oven to allow all of this wonderful, delicious smelling steam to come out. So this is part one of the process. So I'm just gonna give you guys a nice view of what it should look like. You can see that the onions are kind of browning and caramelizing. So this is great. Now, this next part is very important. I'm going to blend, bruh. But like in every video, I stay dropping stuff. And you want to get a nice big saucepan ready, because we're making a lot of sauce. So I think this either might be too big or it might be big enough. So we'll find out. So you don't want to fill this up just yet. Drop a onion in there. And pour that juice. So now for the important part. So this is hot, and you're not supposed to blend hot stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking at that like, steaming?
Yeah, you're not supposed to blend hot stuff in the blender, but there is a way to do it. It's very important. If your blender has an attachment that opens, most blenders do, you will be able to do this. If your blender does not have an attachment that opens, do not do it. It will explode in your face. Pop this on, keep this lid open. Because the same way that the oven has somewhere for the steam to escape, the blender needs somewhere for the steam to escape. What I like to do is, I'll get me a nice little Ziploc baggie. I'll get me a paper towel and to kind of fold that to kind of protect my fingers from the heat. And I will just kind of cover it like this so that it doesn't splash up, but the air still has somewhere to escape. So this is gonna be simmering on low heat for 30 minutes. I'm gonna be adding 2 more teaspoons of salt, 2 more teaspoons of basil, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of oregano, some cayenne pepper, a couple dashes of this, tablespoon of agave. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and take my cooking spoon. Pop my lid and forget about it. So that means it has officially been 30 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead, give this a good stirring. I'm just gonna do a little taste. So, let's do this over here. It's so good. Like I could lick the spoon.